Vedic practice might be since ages we have heard in olden days when the students used to be in the Gurukul and all, they were very good at study. Then why it's not happening these days? They are going to the big schools, but somehow they have failed that they can't concentrate in their study. So no problem. Today topic is all about that only, how to focus in the study while use of Vedic techniques. Before that, a very famous story might be you have heard about Chanakya. Chanakya, no need of any introduction about him. One of the most famous philosopher and the guru who has made Chandragupta. So this is the story about Chandragupta and Chanakya, as we know that Chanakya was the teacher of Chandragupta. So it's long ago when Chanakya one day he has found that Chandragupta is always playing with the archery with his friend and he was wasting his time. So Chanakya thought this is the time for me to let me teach one lesson to Chandragupta. He called Chandragupta and he asked, anyhow these days you are playing a lot, so I wanted that you should just play archery in front of me. He has given him a bow without string and he asked him to just keep your target and shoot. Chandragupta here was surprised without the string how he can do, but as his guru has asked him as ordered, so he started. When he started keeping his target, as obviously we can understand without string how anyone can just keep the target successfully, and it was always fail. After a few minutes he asked, Guruji, I understood that you have asked me but I am unable to do, and how come I can do without a string, he asked. That time Chanakya has a smile and he said, yes, very good question you have asked. A bow without string cannot give you a success, the same way a mind without education cannot give you the success. It means here the mind is what? That bow, and education is that string. So how wonderfully he has taught to the Chandragupta how he has to be focused. After that, Chandragupta understood that he should not waste his time and he should be more focused towards his study. So today we will discuss on the five technique of the Vedic which has to be done in your daily life if you really wanted to be the topper or you really want that success should be on your way. In that, the first thing is Brahma Muhurat. We have heard also in the olden days and all, the student who will get up early in the morning and they will study during the Brahma Muhurat time, they will never forget. The reason behind of that, if someone gets up morning in Brahma Muhurat, especially I am talking 4 o'clock to up to 5:30 if they study, that time what happened, our mind will be more calm, no distraction, and whatever you have studied, you can keep in your memory for the longer time. So retention will be more. So start practicing, start studying in early morning instead of the night time. If night time you are studying, already your brain is tired. Whatever you have studied, lot of hard work you have done, you will forget it. The second thing is mantra chanting. Might be you have heard also, might be our parents and grandparents used to say, in the olden days it was must before study. They used to keep the book and all, they will pray and all, and then they will do the mantra chanting. Mantra chanting, the time we do, our mind will be more activated and whatever you will read or study, it will be somehow will be fixed and freeze in your mind. That is a powerful technique if some child will apply every day, at least repeating mantra chanting practice should be done before your study or whenever you take any break, just do some mantra chanting, see how the magic will happen. The third thing is Vedic practices. When I am talking about the Vedic practices, in that yogic asana, in that the two posture a student must do daily. One is Padmasana. Padmasana is lotus pose. When you do the lotus pose, in that the good part is you will be more focused that time. So that is the powerful asana. Padmasana, lotus pose, you should start. And the second asana, which is very good, might be you have heard also, Sirsasana. Sirsasana, when you do, all the blood flow will happen in your brain and mind. So these two asana a student has to must do to activate the mind and the blood flow will be more. And after that, if you study and all, you will find that yes, your mind is keeping more concentration before. And the fourth thing, which is I feel that for me, it's a very important technique, which when I started, and earlier I was not a topper, but the time I started this, and I have seen lot of changes in my life. In that is called dharana. When I'm talking dharana practice, that is concentration. Dharana means concentration. The more concentration practice, for that what need to be done? Deep breathing practices should be done. The time, if you will go with the deep breathing practices, like there are so many type of breathing practices, techniques that you can just use. In that, the very common is you have to inhale long and exhale long. And the second practice, you can just do like 5 seconds of inhale, 5 seconds of hold, and 5 seconds of exhale. These are the practice which you can just bring for the mindful learning technique. These are called. So it's a very important thing for us to just identify what type of deep breathing practice when I'm doing, I could find more and more changes. And the fifth thing, which is very important, Vedic memory technique. When I'm talking about the Vedic memory technique, in that two things are very important, Dhriti and Smriti. Dhriti means retention and Smriti means memory. So how these both will go? When you revise and review. Might be you have heard many times your teachers are saying that, and our parents used to say that you revise. Revise means the time you are revising, somehow you are reviewing and you are retaining your memory back. So these two are very, very important. So start following this 5 technique of the Vedic ancient days, how our students and how that Arjuna, Dronacharya has taught, Krishna told, in all this famous personality about whoever we are studying and all, they all have applied this Vedic technique, and still the students, those are topper, they are doing wonder in their life, they all are following this technique. You also start doing and see how the magic will happen.